Welcome to another episode of Explained by AI. It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas. And one of the biggest decisions you face this time of year is what kind of Christmas tree to bring home. So we're diving deep today into the world of Christmas trees, real and artificial, to help you find the perfect one.
Choosing a Christmas tree is about more than just looks. It's about understanding the characteristics of each tree and matching them to your priorities.
Right. Let's start with real trees. There's something magical about that fresh pine scent. But with so many varieties, where do you even begin?
Well, two of the most popular choices are the Nordmann-fir and the Norway spruce, and they offer very different experiences. The Nordmann-fir, with its soft, deep green needles, is known for being low maintenance. Its needles have a thicker cuticle, which helps them retain moisture and stay on the branches longer. It's a great choice for families with small children or pets because the needles are less prickly.
Yeah, that's a relief for anyone who's ever stepped on a stray Christmas tree needle. But what about the Norway spruce? Isn't that the classic Christmas tree?
The Norway spruce is the quintessential Christmas tree, the one you see in all those old holiday movies, that iconic Christmas scent. That's the Norway spruce. Its branches are strong and can hold heavy ornaments, but its needles are thinner and tend to dry out faster, leading to more shedding.
So you might be sweeping up needles more often,
Yeah,
but the trade-off is that incredible fragrance.
exactly. Now, if you're looking for a tree that's a bit more unique, have you ever considered a blue spruce?
I haven't. What makes them stand out?
Their silvery blue needles create a stunning visual impact, and their strong branches make them perfect for heavy ornaments. However, those beautiful needles are also quite sharp, so handle with care.
So maybe not the best choice for families with small children, unless you like the sound of tiny shrieks. What about those looking for a luxurious Christmas tree?
Then the noblest fir is your answer. It has elegant blue-green needles and an incredibly long-lasting fragrance with a hint of citrus. It also boasts excellent needle retention, so you can enjoy its beauty throughout the holiday season, but be prepared to pay a premium for this luxurious experience.
So, a splurge-worthy tree. Now we can't forget about the Douglas fir. It's known for its full shape and those soft needles.
The Douglas fir is a great all-around choice, but it's sensitive to dry environments. Keep it away from heat sources, and you'll enjoy its sweet scent and beautiful shape for longer.
It sounds like choosing a real tree is about balancing priorities. Needle retention, fragrance, appearance, and cost.
Exactly. And once you've made your selection, proper care is crucial. We can dive into that later. But first, let's explore the world of artificial trees.
Artificial trees have come a long way, haven't they? I remember the ones from my childhood looking, a little too artificial.
They've evolved dramatically. Modern artificial trees can look incredibly realistic with lifelike needles and branches. The technology behind creating these trees has advanced, allowing for more detail and natural variation.
So you can get that authentic look without the maintenance of a real tree. But what about the options beyond the classic green tree?
You can find pre-lit trees, snow-flocked trees, and even trees in unconventional colors like white, pink, or black. There are slim trees for small spaces, and even wall-mounted tree decorations, perfect for apartments or offices.
The possibilities are endless. It sounds like artificial trees offer a lot of flexibility in terms of style and space.
They do. And of course, you can reuse an artificial tree year after year, which can be a cost-effective and environmentally friendly choice.
It's a great option for people with busy lifestyles or allergies, but some people still prefer the authenticity and charm of a real tree. What are your thoughts on that debate?
I think it comes down to personal preference and priorities.
Yeah.
Real trees offer a sensory experience that's hard to replicate, while artificial trees provide convenience and longevity, ultimately. The best Christmas tree is the one that brings you the most joy.
That's a great way to put it. So whether you're drawn to the scent of a real tree or the convenience of an artificial one, there's a perfect tree out there for you. Now let's help our listeners find their perfect match by breaking down the pros and cons of each option and diving a bit deeper into care and maintenance tips.
Sounds like a plan. Let's help everyone create a magical and memorable holiday season. Let's delve deeper into this real versus artificial tree debate. Real trees offer that unparalleled sensory experience. The fragrance of a freshly cut pine, the feel of the needles, and the visual appeal of a natural tree can evoke strong emotional connections to the holidays.
That scent really does transport you back to childhood Christmases. It's a powerful sense memory. But beyond the sentimental aspects, are there any environmental considerations when choosing between real and artificial trees?
Absolutely. Real Christmas trees are a renewable resource, grown on farms specifically for the holiday season. They absorb carbon dioxide as they grow, making them carbon neutral. After the holidays, they can be recycled into mulch, returning nutrients to the soil.
So they have a minimal environmental impact throughout their life cycle. But what about the downside of real trees? Needle drop is a common complaint.
Yes, some species are more prone to needle drop than others, as we discussed earlier. But proper care can significantly extend the life of your tree and minimize shedding. Keeping your tree well hydrated is crucial. Make sure you choose a stand with a large water reservoir and replenish the water daily.
So a thirsty tree equals a messy tree. Are there any other care tips to help real trees last longer?
Choosing the right location for your tree is important. Avoid placing it near heat sources, like fireplaces, radiators, or direct sunlight, as these can dry out the tree quickly.
Those are great tips for extending the life of your real tree. Now let's shift gears and talk more about artificial trees. What are their strengths beyond convenience?
One of the biggest advantages of artificial trees is their longevity. A high-quality artificial tree can last for many years, even decades, with proper care. This can make them a more cost-effective option in the long run, especially compared to buying a real tree every year.
That makes sense, especially for families who enjoy decorating their tree elaborately. You wouldn't want to redo all that work every year. But what's about the environmental impact of artificial trees?
Most artificial trees are made from PVC, a type of plastic that's not biodegradable. This raises concerns about their disposal and the long-term environmental impact.
So it's important to weigh the longevity of an artificial tree against its potential environmental footprint.
Exactly. And if you do opt for an artificial tree, choose one made from recycled materials. Or consider purchasing a used tree to reduce your impact further.
Those are great points to consider. Now let's delve into some interesting facts about Christmas trees. I read that the tradition of decorating trees dates back to 16th century Germany.
That's right. Early Christmas trees were adorned with apples, nuts, and other treats, symbolizing the bounty of the harvest.
Fascinating how a simple act of bringing nature indoors evolved into such a beloved tradition. And speaking of traditions, I've heard that the first Christmas trees were actually quite small and often hung upside down from the ceiling.
It's true. In some parts of Europe, this tradition persisted for centuries. It's thought to have symbolized the Trinity, or represented the shape of the world tree in Norse mythology.
That's fascinating. It seems like Christmas trees have always been steeped in symbolism and meaning.
They have. And speaking of symbolism, let's talk about Christmas tree ornaments. Did you know that the earliest ornaments were handmade from natural materials?
I've seen some beautiful examples of antique ornaments made from pine cones, berries, and dried fruit. They have such a rustic charm.
And later on, people started making ornaments from paper, glass, and even metal. The Victorians were particularly fond of elaborate ornaments, adorned with glitter, beads, and lace.
I can picture those Victorian Christmas trees now, sparkling with intricate ornaments and shimmering tinsel.
It must have been quite a sight. And today, we have an incredible variety of ornaments to choose from, reflecting our personal styles, interests, and memories.
Christmas ornaments are like miniature works of art, each telling a story. They can represent family traditions, cherished memories, or simply bring a touch of whimsy to the tree.
They're a wonderful way to personalize your tree and make it truly unique.
Absolutely. Now, no Christmas tree is complete without twinkling lights. Those twinkling lights create a magical ambiance. But did you know that the first Christmas tree lights were actually candles?
Yes, real candles were used to illuminate trees in the 18th and 19th centuries. It must have been a beautiful, but also a very dangerous practice.
I can imagine. It's a good thing electric lights were invented.
It was a game changer for Christmas tree safety and aesthetics. Electric lights allowed for more intricate and elaborate displays and made it much easier to create that magical twinkling effect.
And today we have a wide variety of lights to choose from traditional incandescent bulbs to energy-efficient LEDs, twinkling lights, and even color-changing options.
The possibilities for creating a dazzling display are endless. And don't forget about the tradition of topping the tree with a star or an angel.
That's always the finishing touch. The star symbolizes the Star of Bethlehem, which guided the wise men to the baby Jesus, while the angel represents peace and goodwill.
They're both beautiful symbols of the holiday season.
It seems like every aspect of the Christmas tree, from its roots to its topper, is steeped in tradition and meaning. It's more than just a decoration. It's a symbol of the holiday spirit.
It's a reminder of the things that matter most during the holidays: family, friends, tradition, and hope for the new year.
Beautifully said. Now that we've explored the history and symbolism of Christmas trees, let's shift gears and talk about some of the emerging trends in tree decor and how to choose the perfect tree for your space and style.
There are so many creative and inspiring trends emerging this year. It's all about personalizing your tree and making it a reflection of your unique style. One trend that's gaining momentum is the use of natural and sustainable materials in Christmas tree decor.
Oh yeah, I've noticed that too. Wooden ornaments, pine cones, dried citrus slices. It's a beautiful way to bring the outdoors in and create a rustic, organic feel.
Yeah, it's a reflection of a growing awareness of environmental sustainability
Yeah.
and a desire to create a more eco-conscious holiday celebration.
And speaking of eco-conscious, what about the trend of treeless Christmas trees? I've seen some really creative alternatives using ladders, bookshelves, even stacks of logs.
Treeless trees are a fun and innovative way to celebrate the holidays, while minimizing environmental impact and maximizing space. It's a great option for small apartments or those who simply want to try something different.
It's all about thinking outside the box and finding creative ways to express your holiday spirit. Now, what about color trends? Are we seeing any shifts away from the traditional red, green, and gold?
Well, while those classic colors will always be popular, we're seeing a rise in unconventional color palettes. Blush pink is having a moment, adding a soft and romantic touch to Christmas decor.
Blush pink ornaments and garlands can create a very elegant and sophisticated look. And for those who prefer a more modern and minimalist aesthetic, I've seen some stunning black and white Christmas trees.
Black and white is a striking combination that creates a bold and contemporary statement. You can add pops of metallics like gold or silver for a touch of glamour.
That sounds incredibly chic. And speaking of metallics, they're always a holiday staple. Are there any new trends in metallic finishes or colors?
We're seeing a lot of mixed metallics this year, combining gold, silver, copper, and even rose gold for a rich and layered look. And the variety of finishes is expanding, from matte to brushed to hammered, offering endless possibilities for creating a unique and personalized look.
It sounds like there's a metallic finish for every taste and style.
Uh-huh.
Now let's talk about lighting. LED lights have become the standard for Christmas trees. But are there any emerging trends in lighting styles?
LED lights are still dominant because of their energy efficiency and longevity, but we're seeing a trend towards more subtle and understated lighting. Delicate fairy lights, string lights woven into garlands, and even battery-operated candles are creating a cozy and intimate atmosphere.
It's all about creating a warm and inviting ambiance that evokes a sense of peace and tranquility.
Exactly. The latest trends in Christmas tree decor are all about personalization sustainability and creating a space that reflects your unique style and celebrates the true spirit of the holidays.
It's been a fascinating deep dive into the world of Christmas trees. We've explored everything from the history and symbolism of this beloved tradition to the characteristics of different tree species, care and maintenance tips, and latest trends in decor.
We've covered a lot of ground, but ultimately the most important thing is to choose a tree that brings you joy and creates a magical atmosphere for your holiday celebrations.
Whether you opt for a real tree or an artificial one, a tall tree or a small one, a traditional tree or a more modern one, the best tree is the one that makes you happy. So embrace your creativity, let your personality shine through, and enjoy the process of creating a festive and memorable holiday season. Do you have any topic that you would like to have explained? Drop in the comments.